All right, let's get right into it. If you're a marketer, a creator, anyone trying to get noticed in 2026, you know video is king. But let's be honest, the old way of making videos is a total nightmare. It's slow, it costs a fortune, and it's just a huge headache. Today, we're looking at a tool that says it can fix all of that, Pippit AI. The big question is this really the best AI video generator on the market? We're going to break down the source material and find out.
So you have to wonder, is the hype actually real? The source material we're digging into today goes way beyond just asking the question. It really tears apart the tech, the strategy, and what the competition is doing to give us a solid answer. So let's do this.
I mean, think about it. Traditional video production can be a mess, right? You've got moody freelancers, weeks and weeks of editing, super expensive gear. It's just a massive bottleneck. But Pippit comes in with this wild promise. All you need is a single URL, and you're done in less than a minute. It's a pretty bald claim, but hey, if it's true, that's an absolute game changer.
Okay, so what is the big deal with Pippit AI? The source makes one thing crystal clear. This is not just another AI tool you can throw on the pile. This isn't about making your old clunky workflow a little bit faster. It's about throwing it out the window and giving you a completely new one. And this is where things get really interesting. See, most AI video tools out there are basically just fancy editors. They help you with the how. Pippit positions itself as a director. It helps you with the what. It's not just gluing clips together. It's actually making the creative calls for you.
So, what's the secret sauce here? Well, it's not just a slick-looking website. The real magic, the thing that sets Pippit apart from pretty much everything else out there, is what's going on under the hood.
At the core of Pippit, you've got this model called VEO 3.1. Now, forget the technical jargon for a second. Here's what that actually means for you. It understands how stuff works in the real world, how objects interact. And if you're trying to sell a physical product, that is a very, very big deal.
Just look at this. This is the difference between a video that looks janky and fake and a video that actually sells something. Because VEO 3.1 understands physics, it can make an avatar hold your product just like a real person would. The grip, the way the light hits it, the sense of weight, it's all there. And that's what makes people believe what they're seeing.
Okay, enough of the techie deep dive. Let's see what this thing can actually do. The source highlights two killer features that are really shaking things up. One is for e-commerce, and the other is for making memes. But probably not in the way you're thinking.
First up is this thing called Agent Mode. And honestly, it's as simple as it sounds. You just paste your Shopify or Amazon product link, the AI goes to work and generates 3 different video concepts for you. You pick the one you like best, and boom, a 15-second ad ready to go for TikTok. It's that simple.
So how in the world does it know what kind of video to make? This is the clever part. It's not just scanning your product title. It's actually reading your customer reviews, looking for those emotional words and triggers. Then, it uses some slick tech to match the whole vibe of your product with whatever sounds are trending on TikTok right now. It's basically like having a viral marketing genius built right into the software.
And then you've got the baby podcast generator. And yeah, it is exactly what it sounds like. But here's the twist from the source material. What if you used it for something serious? Imagine an AI baby reviewing your B2B software product. It's bizarre, it's completely unexpected, and you better believe it will make people stop scrolling. A little cynical? Maybe, but effective? Oh, for sure. Okay, so what about the other players in the game? The source makes a really interesting argument here, that a lot of the so-called experts are totally missing the point. They're all focused on boring corporate training videos, but the real money, the real action in 2026 is happening somewhere else entirely.
I mean, this slide really tells the whole story, doesn't it? Look at the physics engine row. You have Pippit's high-realism VEO 3.1 versus these kind of stiff models from HeyGen and Synthesia. Then check out e-com integration. Pippit's is native, while the others are manual or non-existent. And the free plan? It's not even a contest. But the real kicker is that last row. Pippit is built from the ground up for social media, for TikTok, while the competition seems stuck in a corporate boardroom.
All right, we've talked enough. Let's actually get our hands dirty. The source gives us a super clear step-by-step guide to creating a full 4K ad in just 4 minutes. Ready to stop analyzing and actually start creating? Here's how you do it.
6 steps, 4 minutes. That is literally all it takes. You sign up, you choose Agent Mode, you paste your link. Then you just tell the AI what you want the character to do, pick a voice from a bunch of options, and you're done. A 4K ad ready to go before you've even finished your coffee. It's just that fast. But of course, there's the question of cost. Pippit has this free forever plan, which, let's be honest, sounds a little too good to be true. And you know what they say when something sounds too good to be true? There's always a catch. So the plan gives you 150 free credits, and they refresh every single week. On the surface, that sounds pretty generous, right? Plenty to mess around with and create some stuff. And there's the catch. The source actually calls it a psychological trap. That amazing agent mode feature, the one that makes Pippit so darn powerful, yeah, that costs exactly 150 credits per video. So you basically get one shot, once a week. It's like the ultimate free sample, just enough to show you how good it is and get you hooked. So if you're actually serious about using Pippit for your business, you're gonna have to upgrade. The starter plan bumps you up to 1,800 credits and, importantly, gets rid of the watermark. And the source gave us a discount code, Pippit45 off. So if you are ready to jump in, that'll get you a pretty significant discount. Okay, so we've looked at the technology, the killer features, how it stacks up against the competition, and what it'll actually cost you. So what's the final verdict here? Is Pippit AI really the king of AI video in 2026?
The conclusion from the source material isn't really about whether Pippit is the single best tool out there. It's about a fundamental shift in the entire game. In 2026, social media algorithms want one thing: speed, frequency, and quality. And you simply cannot keep up doing things the old manual way. So the real question isn't, is Pippit perfect? It's, can you really afford to get left behind?